And yeah, so let me show you a little bit of the charts and what's going on here. So when you're setting up, okay, we have a different bot ID for each one of these indicators, okay, which is just so powerful. And it doesn't mean you need to use it, right? So when you're first starting out, right, I don't want to have to make 8 different bots, right? That's a pain. So what you can do, you can make it nice and simple. One bot for longs, one bot for shorts. You can see it's the same bot ID there. So you just do copy paste 4 times, get your short bot, copy paste 4 times, done, right? No problem. Okay. And then once you get into it, right, then that's where you can start really adding those different settings, different position sizes for the different indicators. And really where this makes sense is when you're using a counter trend, on a 30-minute, right, and maybe you're using 15-minute, you're gonna have a smaller TP, take profit, right? You're gonna have a smaller position size. When you start dealing with these high time frame stuff, right? You're gonna have 2-hour, 4-hour high time frame counter trend. That's where you're going to want to lean in a little bit, right? You're going to want to have a higher take profit, right? Higher position, larger position size, I should say. Same with pivs and divs, right? Same deal. You're going to want to be able to lean in, and that's where this comes in real handy. And for you guys that are more advanced, this is going to be great. And I know a lot of you guys do that on SAR. You can do that on counter trend. Okay, very, very fun. I love that stuff. Let me just get this going here. Okay, and then yeah, so as far as the settings are concerned, okay, yeah, you really want to be able to take those higher time frame trades, right? Like I said, I set my chart for 30 minutes. I find some magic there. You can get some more trades. It's sort of as low as I'll go, and you can still get a decent number of trades. But really, the magic starts happening. What in the 2-hour to 4-hour, and that's where high time frame comes in. You can start really getting these great big moves, right? And not only like you're using high time frame, not only for the big moves, but also as a filter. So that works really in an interesting way. And the same thing, 4-hour, which is the 240 on pivs and divs. You get the really high quality trades. Okay, and yeah, I would say high time frame counter trend filter is the best filter for eliminating offside trades, eliminating bags, that sort of thing. And as I said, ADX is your second backup, right, after counter trend, and then SAR is your third backup. Okay, and you should sort of see those as a hierarchy, 1, 2, and 3, as far as how you're protecting your setup. Okay. So yeah, I think that's pretty helpful. And then on the bot platform side, what are we looking at? Okay, so we have auto reverse, right? So that is your bot itself, your alert is actually doing take profit. So it's a little bit different than what we're used to here at STP, but it's great, right? And you can catch those big moves, but still, it's better to ladder out, right? And when you're doing these kind of trades, right? If you can ladder out, that means why leave profit on the table when you can take some off the table and risk off, and then let the rest ride, right? It could be a matter of taking profit when you have paid for your trade, right? You're taking your initial out. And you can set it up that way. That's usually the best way to go, and same for manual trading, right? And I should mention, right, this STP reversal is amazing for manual trading, right? And getting these alerts for a 4-hour pivot, div, high time frame counter trend, right? You can set up your alerts to send you an email. That's what I have it doing for those big trades. So you don't need to be sitting at your charts watching it all the time. Have this set on 30 different pairs that you're interested in. And when those trades come in, then you can focus your attention. You don't need to be staring at 30 charts all the time. It's super, super helpful for that. So it's not just an automation tool. It is helpful for manual. I don't say that enough because I'm the automation guy, but yeah, this is also good for you guys who are manual trading and waiting for your entries on some of these. Okay, just keep that in mind. All right. And so, yeah, as far as laddering out, okay, first take profit. I like to see a first take profit, between 0.5 and 1%. Okay, and then you ladder out, as you get to 5%, 10%, ladder out, take some risk off as you're going up. And you can do that. You can't do this too well on 3 commas, but you can do it on Profit Trailer and Wick Hunter as well. Okay, and of course, trailing, right? You need a really good trailing, okay? And you want to allow a little bit more of a deviation in your trailing as well, so you can catch larger moves. You don't get shaken out, okay? And that's what I would look at on your trailing. And we have an amazing trailing take profit formula that we use on Profit Trailer. So if you guys are on Profit Trailer, yeah, hit me up about that. We're going to be rolling out with some default settings for you guys in Profit Trailer as well. So we'll have that integrated. So very exciting there. All right, and then lastly on the DCA, we don't want to go too heavy on DCA, right? This is not like SAR, right? This is where you're digging out. The DCA is really here to improve your entries, right? Give you a better entry price. And that's really the way you should think of it, okay? And so you're looking to DCA down to 3, 4, 5%. That's really what it's all about, okay? And so DCA 3 to 4 positions up to 5%, that should be enough, okay? And then you make sure your total volume, all in, never exceeds 100% of your account on, if you're on futures. And that's sort of a good rule of thumb. You don't get liquidation point, you're not sweating, right? We're not getting anywhere near liquidations. And that's really how we keep it safe for you guys. All right, so really looking forward to you guys getting into STP reversal. Like I said, the way you want to start out here is you want to scroll down here to your settings, put in your bot platform, your email token, right? Put in your bot IDs, and then you can see here your auto reverse is here. So you just click that on, and that's going to just take over your setup in a way, right? And then you choose your auto reverse conditions, and you're either going to do your first reverse on first counter trend signal or your high time confirmation. And then, and then some advanced settings down there. And then once you have all that set up, okay, once you have your bot platform set up, then this is where you're just going to be going through these menus, right? So counter trend, you can enable ADX and SAR filtering and your counter trend filtering. So you can see when I turn off counter trend filtering, right, we get some offside trades. We don't like those. So we turn this on, gets rid of those, okay? And then at the same time, right, we have a nice, 240, 4 hour on the counter trend time frame. This is just beautiful. And something I should mention, guys, we have this RSI sell max by min. This is not a RSI filter that we're used to. Okay, this is looking at this is an RSI crossover. So it actually, as you move up, like you put in a 30. Let me just turn off high time frame filtering. You're going to be able to see this a little bit better, right? As you move this up, you're allowing more trades to come in. Okay, it's a little bit different. Whereas if I go like 10, it's going to give you a lot less signals. Okay, so it's a little bit different. So that it's a way for you guys to dial in. Sorry, I just can't handle seeing these on my chart, so I gotta turn on that counter trade high time frame filtering. Whew. I don't like seeing offside trades. That's the worst. Okay, we want to make sure we get rid of those. Okay, all right. So yeah, you got your ADX filter and SAR filter. You can turn them on and off for counter trend. You can turn them on and off for high time frame counter trend. Now, just keep in mind, right? Like I was telling you guys, you turn on SAR filter for this, goodbye, right? Your chart is yeah, you have to make sure you enable SAR filter down there, okay? And then when I turn this on, right, you're gonna have nothing on your chart. It's gonna go completely blank. So not useful when you're doing something like a 4 hour. Okay, that's why we can turn it on and off, because you maybe want to use it on your low time frame. Don't use it on your high time frame, right? This is if you're trying to use this more of a scalper, and I'm sure you can be very successful on the scalper. Again, ADX, you turn it on and off for those two, and then we got our pivots and divs, right? So this is really exciting. Gives you a lot more trades, right? And we can keep you on the right side of the market with that, okay? And so that really, opens up, right? You can see you got lots of divs coming in here. It gives you a lot more signals, okay? And same thing here. Oh, another ugly trades. Let's get rid of those. Enable your counter trend. You can breathe, you can relax. You don't have those trades in there anymore. And just lots of this is a low when you got lots of pivs and divs coming in, right? This is a very, very strong low that is going to have a nice pump, right? And you take that last div there and ride that all the way to the top, and it's just beautiful, right? So I really like divs. You do get a lot more signals potentially, so that's why you can use ADX filtering, right? And you can play around with those settings. The lower you go on look back period, the more signals you get. Like if I go 10, it just goes crazy, right? Still, they're not that bad. But you go up to 90 and it chills out a little bit and just gives you the good stuff. I go between 60 and 90 for pivot look back. All right. And then, like I said, right, the ADX filtering, we talked about that a lot. You use the range low. I keep my range high at 100. It's not useful to filter out range high, but it is useful to filter out range low. So you can use those, and then you can apply those to these different indicators. All right, same with SAR filter. Again, we got SAR distance. You can bring SAR distance up to like a 1.5, a 2, and just get those really, really extreme moves that you don't want to be trading. Or you can bring that way down to a 0.7. That's sort of as low as I'd go, and use it that way. All right, guys. So that is STP reversal. I can see in main chat, this is going out for free for VIPs and for SAR OGs. Okay, we're going to have a 2-week period where it's going to be free for those guys, because there are advanced users, right? There are OGs and advanced users. They're going to be able to dig right in, and then after 2 weeks, then we're going to open it up for the rest of the community. And so everyone will be able to jump in and buy that. And STP, we're going to have some sweet sales for launch, right? We always do that. So it's going to be nice sale. And what's coming up with this? There's going to be a more filtering. I'm thinking about having separate filters for counter trend and pivs and divs. Right now you're sort of sharing. It actually makes it a lot simpler. So I like the simplicity, but maybe for advanced, we'll have more filtering options there. And then of course, for our auto reverse, like we're just scratching the surface of auto reverse and these conditions and what you can do with that. So we're going to have more conditions coming, and different ways to open and close trades. So a little hint coming up there, in the coming months. You're going to be able to play around with that and really make this the ultimate swing bot. Okay, it's really fantastic. This is about getting those high quality whale trades. All right, guys. So I hope you're really, really looking forward to this. I'm super excited to see what you guys are able to do with counter trend And yeah, thank you, Ryan. It's a beauty. And Arun, this is something really amazing. Thank you so much. I've worked so hard on this in the past few months, and just keeping it, under lock and key, just making it really, really good, and something that's going to make a big difference in there are other counter trend bots out there, but nothing like this, right? This is something totally different, totally new, and the automation is a whole next level. So I hope you guys can really dig in. I'm really looking forward to VIPs really digging in, putting the settings through the paces. I know like Duncan's going to use this on the 1 minute. That's fine. That's fine. Try to use 5 minutes at least, Duncan. That would be nice. But yeah, okay. We're going to see all sorts of hammering on this thing, and seeing what it can do. Okay. And yeah, and as far as DCA, I can see there's a comment about that. This is really about just improving entries. We're not trying to dig out of entries. We're using DCA to just get a little bit of a better entry. All right, guys. So that's it for STP reversal, and there's going to be so much more content that we're coming out with as far as STP reversal course, right? A lot more stuff coming out there. So a lot to look forward to, a lot of upgrades coming, a lot of updates coming for STP reversal in the near future. All right, guys. So enjoy it.